These are the voyages of the starship Tangent Prize.
Tangent
Prize?
Should we just start
And our
again?
5-year mission to explore strange
5 years?
new...
I was going to give up after a couple of months.
Oh.
Oh.
I think I was on Daniel's wavelength.
Yeah.
Our 2-month mission.
Yeah.
To boldly go where no one has talked before. Hello, welcome to the Tangent Podcast.
Hello.
Today's theme is space.
Da, na, 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 na.
Da, 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 da.
Star Trek theme.
But yeah,
sung very badly.
I was joining in very badly.
We both did it very badly.
Hey guys, space.
The final frontier.
These are the voyages of the Starship Tangent Prize. That's what it is for copyright reasons.
Tangent
So
Prize.
guys, does anyone like space?
No,
It's infinite and it gives me a headache.
It's scary.
Yeah, but if we didn't have it, what would change?
Well, if we
you
didn't have it, then we wouldn't exist anyway.
If space didn't exist, you'd have a brain.
How does that even work?
You've got a space between your ears.
Yeah, but then you'd also be like infinitely dense upon my person.
You are infinitely dense.
I'm just gonna stop now. Well, yeah, space. This is the perfect time to talk about space. 2015 is going to be a good year for space exploration.
Is
There's
it?
a probe. It's going to land on the moon near Jupiter or something. Maybe. Probably. It
If
might
we
do.
get the right
Yeah.
location first.
And if I've remembered that this is real and didn't dream it.
There's also blimps going to Venus.
Blimps going to
Venus.
Venus, which we kind of talked about in the food one for some reason.
Yeah.
But
Well,
What
what do you
recap?
expect?
it's so
Ish.
cool.
It
The
is.
idea that you can send a blimp to Venus and be an airship pirate on Venus.
In Venus.
Yeah, around Venus? Near Venus.
Oh, and let's just hope that 2015 is the year that Pluto is reinstated as a planet.
Hopefully.
Will you be
Yeah.
quiet?
I'm sorry, Mike.
The cat doesn't want it.
What is it? It's like a dwarf planet.
Yeah.
And there's loads of them.
It doesn't count. It's a planet. Pluto is a planet. I was taught that there are 9 planets.
And there still are. I still
There
think
still are.
I still think there's 9 planets, and then go, but there isn't Pluto. It's like the months. You always have to discount February. But yeah, there's Bloodhound SSC is setting the new land speed record hopefully this year. Not really do with space, but it's cool.
Yeah.
SpaceX, guys, SpaceX, Elon Musk.
It doesn't sound like you're saying SpaceX. It sounds
SpaceX.
Like SpaceX.
It's
Do
like
it in
normal-
zero gravity.
Like normal space, but if you collide, you
There
rebound.
was-
better.
1,000 miles out.
There
Cloud.
was a porn star that did a parachute jump naked with a guy and had sex on the way down. And in an interview after that, she said she then wants to be the first person to...
SpaceX.
Yeah, SpaceX.
She'll be the only person alongside the other person.
Yeah.
There will only be 2 people in the
Hey.
1,000-mile high club. The jokes
yeah.
are endless.
But yes, SpaceX is the
SpaceX.
space
Space sex is amazing.
SpaceX.
Wait, space and then a punctuation mark of a space and then the letter X.
Space mark space. X. Hang on, wait, what? Space
I don't think
bar
there is a space in it.
X.
I think it is just SpaceX.
SpaceX.
Space bar X.
No, I don't think there is a space. I don't know. Elon Musk though is the guy who owns it, and he's basically Tony Stark, and he's the best guy. And he wants to do something, give like internet to everyone, and he's
Nice.
I already
great.
have internet.
Well, I guess you're not included then, Daniel.
Probably won't be happy.
Yeah, that's happened. And this year, and last year, the Philae probe dropped. No, yeah, the Rosetta.
Rosetta drop filet.
Yeah, Rosetta
Onto
dropped Philae.
69 pence.
67p.
67 pence, that's all.
And then it bounced and went in the dark, and now it's gone.
Forever.
Not forever. The sun will come back round and it will speak to us again.
The sun won't come back round.
We'll go round the sun.
We'll go round the sun.
Well, it's all
I mean, the
relative.
space does turn and it does move, but then
Yeah.
we move in a relative position to it, so the space is space. So the sun is stationary relative to us.
What does that mean for SpaceX?
That means SpaceX can only be done on Durin's Day.
Yes! Durin's Day.
I don't know why Durin's Day.
That's in The Hobbit, isn't it? On
Well, not
Durin's
in the
Day, it
book.
like illuminates the door.
We need to add that to the list.
You haven't seen The Hobbit yet?
No, I haven't.
We
You've
have
seen the second one?
Yeah.
Okay. The third one is the best one. I watched it twice.
No, it's
and I love
not.
it. It is.
No, it's
It is.
not. It's
No,
not.
I'm sorry. I can't credit your opinion.
You can't credit my opinion.
No, because it's wrong. It's definitely the third film is the best one. What do you think is the best one?
The second one.
Really?
Yes.
Why is that one better?
Because Smaug has got more talking parts.
Wow. Okay. I suppose like the opening scene was a bit upsetting for you.
Okay,
Spoilers.
so my phone recognises
The third one.
hobbits, but not Hobbit.
Hobbits.
The hobbits
Are you
are going to
Gollum?
Isengard. To Isengard.
Hobbitses.
Hobbitses.
Yep, it's Gollum.
Bagginses. Bagginses has... Gollum has never eaten Bagginses before.
That'd be great if you... Bagginses. Sorry, what's next? Ah,
Can
yes.
we have space compact Bagginses? So then Gollum can be eating Baggins in space.
Or like space food.
Like freeze-dry Baggins.
Freeze-dried
Baggins.
Freeze-dry Bilbo.
Mr. Bilbo! Where's your hand, Mr. Bilbo? I sold it for space food. And
Freeze-dry Bilbo.
You sold it as space food, not for space food.
Well, it's... Yeah. Yeah, space.
And he gave me this ring. Whoa.
What a deal.
If you like it, then you should have put a ring on.
Oh, where's he gone?
So, what does this ring actually do apart from turn you invisible and make you want the ring even more?
It corrupts you.
So, yeah, it makes you want the ring even more.
Hence, all powerful.
It's the ring of ultimate power, but only in the hands of its forger. And the forger is currently a giant eye.
Oh, I thought it was a
That
giant...
stands in a
In
fortress.
the last Lord of the Rings film, wait, no, in Lord of the Rings film, the guy dressed in black, whose name I should know, is it Sauron? Where his fingers get cut off and they get the ring.
Yeah, that's Sauron.
Yeah, why can you see him? Why doesn't he go invisible?
Because he's wearing it over chainmail.
Does it not work then? Why was he wearing it then? If it's the all-powerful ring, put it in a safe or something.
He's wearing it because it gives him ultimate strength.
Oh,
Well, that didn't work, did it?
no.
Well, no, because his finger with the ring got cut off.
Well, it wasn't a very strong finger.
No, it wasn't.
Well, if you read all of the stuff that happened before the Hobbit
Yeah.
and Lord of the Rings, like all the way back into the first age of men,
So you're telling me he's getting old?
Don't you think she looks tired?
Yeah.
Sauron is like
A giant
relative
vagina in
relative
the
to
sky.
human years. Relative to human years. Relative to human years, Sauron was born in 300 BC.
So he's
Yeah.
almost the Messiah.
He is the Messiah.
Did you
He's
guys
just
know
the dark
that with
Messiah.
the BC AD timeline, it went from 1 BC to 1 AD, there was no 0?
Why?
I don't know.
Because they'd have to come up with another name for it.
Well,
Yeah.
It's 0 TC.
0 now.
0 now. Now that's what I call 0.
it's because of the Anno Domini.
Oh. Oh, there's a reason.
No.
Dominoes.
Someone
Someone tried to order Dominoes.
It was Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut
wasn't
set it all up.
Pizza Hut.
It was
Yeah.
all a marketing scheme.
No Dominoes.
Anno Domini.
Oh, you're trying to order Dominoes? Well, we're going to take away your
Before
year
crust.
0.
Before Christ.
After crust. After crust sounds quite nice, actually.
Anno Domini.
Sounds like the taste you get after you've eaten the crust.
I'm
It's
really
Latin
hungry
for
now.
the year of our
Let's all go
Lord.
by the year...
So it's when the Romans went from their Roman religion to non-Roman religion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are two religions. I'm a keen follower of non-Roman religion.
I think, well, it's not Christianity because they became Christian in like 240
But you get Roman Catholics. That's probably. I don't get religion.
So-
I really don't.
hang on.
I apologise.
Roman Catholics are from the original Roman people who became Christians after they killed
And
Jesus.
also, you know, the Church of England was set up by Henry VIII.
Yeah,
Why are we still following it?
because
Because that whole religion was set up so he could remarry.
I thought religion was on the blacklist, guys.
We got rid of that.
we got rid of the blacklist.
Doesn't mean you can talk about racism and pornography every episode.
Damn.
Because there's
Or sexism, misogyny, transphobia, homophobia.
that we have common decency still, but we abolished the blacklist.
We abolished the blacklist.
What about child porn?
That's
That's
definitely
definitely on the
blacklist.
Anime porn?
Look, I'm not even editing these out anymore, so you're
Okay,
gonna have
yeah,
to.
that's fine. Yeah.
Wow.
I was fine with it being in before, otherwise, you know, I wouldn't say it.
It was my moral judgment that wasn't. Yeah, we're not having a.
Anime
Debate that.
child porn.
We're not having that.
That's actually called Shota. For anyone who's wondering.
Just in case you wondered, yeah. Space, guys, space.
Food.
The final frontier.
Space.
Can we not do this again?
Chris Heidfeld.
What about him?
I don't. Is he the astronaut who sung the parody? Did you see that? The guy in the International
Oh,
Space
yeah,
Station.
yeah,
the
I
alien.
saw that.
Ground control to Major Tom. He sung it.
It's not really a parody, it's a cover.
Yeah, it is. yeah.
Parody is changing the lyrics.
That's true. And I made a mistake. And I regret to inform you that I make mistakes almost constantly.
And
Yeah,
because
we
they're
know.
not being edited out, they know just how many mistakes you actually
Yeah.
make.
Well, your first mistake was the conception of you.
That wasn't my mistake.
No, that was your parents'
It was still a
mistake.
mistake involving you.
Yeah, good times. Well,
Back in them days.
if you have memory of that time, would you remember the sperm or the egg? Like, would you remember yourself as the sperm or as the egg?
You wouldn't have...
If you did.
Well, I guess...
Both parts, because you are made up of both.
Yeah,
I
but
guess.
That's weirder to think about.
Well,
It's weird to think about having memory as a sperm or an egg.
I think it would be as an egg.
As an egg.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because it's
Because
bigger.
that's more logical.
Embrace me, sperm. Come deep into my. Now I really want to edit this out, like so bad, but that requires effort.
I did know the actual scientific name for the inter part, but I can't remember it now.
The interpart,
All I just remember is it's a layer of fat around the
the egg
nucleus.
hinterland. Anyway,
Can we...
space, guys. What's your favourite space film?
Space film.
Film in the genre of space, or the category, or the setting.
Does Star Wars count?
Yes.
Then it's not Star Wars.
Well, it would also like what
Does
episode?
gravity count?
Yes.
It's really not gravity.
God, I hate you guys sometimes.
oh.
It is Gravity, by the way. Tangent podcast.
Does
approved.
Serenity count?
Yes.
Serenity sucks.
Whoa! You have to give me a reason. Why? Because it ends it? Because it's upsetting?
No, because it was supposed to replace the end of Firefly, which it didn't.
I really want more Firefly, but I don't know if it'd be good anymore. But it was really good. What is series 1 of Firefly? Because that's the only series, and it's the best one.
And it's made up of, what, 12 episodes?
No, I think it's like 20 or something, because it's an American show.
Ugh.
But it's a really good series. Like, I really got into it, and then it ended.
What about
Yeah.
Doctor Who?
That's not... Well, the films of Doctor Who aren't...
Well, there was
Great.
the 50th anniversary. And
That sucked.
We've already had a
hang
rant
on,
about Doctor Who.
hang on. How about Alien?
Alien counts.
Alien is my favourite space film.
Yeah. More sci-fi than... I'll broaden it.
What
No,
about
but it
Predator?
is set in space.
How about
and
Alien
it
versus
matches your
Predator?
space criteria.
Because, like, is it Aliens vs. Predator where it's, like, in the Antarctic or something?
That's Alien vs Predator.
Oh, what about
Because there's Alien vs Predator 2.
The
which is-
Matrix? Does that count?
No.
No.
But
'Cause it's
That
not-
counts as cyberspace.
I suppose it is science
well,
fiction.
It is, and it's on another
It's
planet, isn't it?
science.
Okay, let's
fiction.
restrict it again to space.
Alien
Yeah.
still counts
I
though,
gave you
because
the-
it's set
yeah.
in space.
Yeah. With Ripley.
Ripley.
Yeah.
Well, it's not actually Ripley.
Well, it's something Ripley.
I think maybe Star Wars is probably one of my favourites.
What episode?
Probably episode. Maybe I think 3 because that's when. No, listen, right.
I can't breathe in anymore. Sorry.
That is at the point at which R2 becomes a huge. Well, he was always kind of a funny douche.
Me and Michael looking at each other like.
I think.
I love it. He's just so just.
Okay,
oh.
episode 5.
Episode 6.
Well, I was also thinking episode 6 as well, but episode 5 is also
For me,
good.
because I really like Ewok section, because I first watched it when I was young, and was like, oh my god, teddy bears! But yeah, I still like it, it's still really good.
But I like
5 is...
I like 5 because it starts on the ice planet Hoth.
Yeah.
Ah, that's so good as well! Did Star Wars Battlefront 2, I played the Hoth level,
God,
like, constantly
yeah.
for a year.
That was so
just
good.
being able
Drive the 80s, and then you can wrap around the legs! Ah!
It was amazing. I loved
Guys,
it.
we've got to do that at some point, that's the best game.
What, just sit there and play Star Wars themed games?
Yeah.
We could play Lego Star Wars.
Can you do 4 controllers in the PS2?
You can, but not on that game.
Oh, bugger. Oh yeah, because it's split screen. Oh, we could do a swapping thing. Anyway.
We could do 2 on 2 and whoever dies switches over.
And you
'cause-
could play LAN.
LAN.
Yeah, we just need,
Or just set up
3
a
copies
rating
of the
system.
game. and-
I have a copy in a PS2. I presume
I
someone
do.
else does.
I have a copy, but not a PS2.
Alright, so
I might have 2 PS2s actually.
this may be organised at a later date, because I
Yeah.
love that game so badly.
Might be. I don't know if it still works, though.
Just keep an eye on the gaming section of our
Yes,
channel.
on Wednesdays, Tangent Gaming. Also, start watching from the 4th episode,
Yeah.
which isn't up yet, because the first, the visual quality isn't extraordinary.
Yeah, we kind of...
Well, we did what we could.
We did what we could
With
with
the
the equipment
resources
we
we
had,
had.
and it's years old, and yeah.
We're going to have to get some proper equipment if we want to do it.
Yeah.
To be fair, we're still recording on a tablet, so...
That's true.
Yeah.
Yay! Professionality! And I'm still making the graphics in Microsoft Paint.
Yeah.
Yay! Professionality!
That's because Adobe's so expensive.
Yes, and because I don't know how to do it any other way. Damn my year 2 education. Space, guys.
Space.
So best space film is Gravity, we've all agreed.
No.
Or Alien. Alien is fantastic.
Alien is
I
fantastic.
haven't
Daniel,
seen
yours?
it, but
Your favourite space film you've seen?
was probably Star Wars, one of them.
One of them. Okay.
Yeah, one of the Star Wars.
Favourite space game? Which I've already kind of
Star
answered.
Wars,
Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Dead Space is quite good.
Dead Space is good, actually. And Mass Effect.
Wait,
is good.
wait,
Mass Effect's also good.
space movie. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh.
Ooh.
I still prefer Gravity.
I'm still going
but,
with Alien.
But Sky and Galaxy is a great film.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't class it as a space film. I mean, I know it's a space film.
There's a lot of space
But I'm
in
not
it.
classing it as a space film in the sense that it's a superhero film.
I know
Yeah,
it's a
it's-
space film, but I'm not classing it as a space film.
I'm classing it as a superhero
But
film,
they're not
not
really
as a space
superpowers,
film.
they're just aliens, aren't they?
Yeah.
I know.
Well,
And
I'm Rocket Raccoon and Groot the tree.
Yeah.
I suppose Marvel is kind of more a superhero
I'm
film.
just saying it's a superhero film, and it is a good film.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's best space game. Because, like, a couple of years ago, was it 2013? Like, every game that came out was zombies. Let's have zombies in
Yeah.
it. Let's make a
Yeah.
game about zombies, guys. Zombies, it's great.
Here's a radical idea: zombies.
Books, films, games,
Zombies!
everything.
It took over from where the vampire holocaust
Yeah.
took us.
But thank God, now we've moved on to space! And all the space games, and I like space
Do you think
more
that
than
they
zombies.
I really wish that they'd rebooted Twilight at that point and added in a zombie as well.
And space. It's set on...
About Twilight,
It's
vampires in space. It's a musical.
No, there is a game, Space Pirates and Zombies,
Oh my god.
called SPAAAAAAAACE for short. It's great. It's actually
Treasure
quite a
Planet.
good game.
Oh,
Film,
God,
Treasure
yeah.
Planet.
Oh, I was going to
film.
say that's not set in space, but that
It
one
is
is.
set in space.
I think
What
there's
are
a
you on
game.
about?
Is it Treasure Island?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
Treasure Island and then
Yeah.
there's Treasure Planet, which is basically.
Oh, is that the animated one?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the one with where Jimbo Jones is a swashbuckling buccaneer.
And it's all like
Yeah.
steampunk.
It's all
cool.
steampunk.
And airship pirates.
Yeah.
And then there's the really creepy guy who looks like a giant crab.
Yeah.
Hey guys, just gonna keep in mind, Star Wars Episode 7's coming
I
out.
know! no!
I still haven't seen the trailer.
It's gonna be terrible.
J.J. Abrams, guys. Look, the first in the chronological order. Wait.
Are you doing it order of story or order of release?
The 3 prequels of Star Wars were pretty much shite. So whatever J.J. Abrams does is gonna be reasonably good. I mean, come on. Like, it can't get worse than Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, good.
Oh, it can.
I mean, literally, he could advertise Hello Kitty throughout the whole film. But
No, Hello Kitty lightsabers would be amazing. Imagine that, just a pink lightsaber with Hello Kitty button on it.
I'm having
that would
vomit
be...
in my mind. Like, if Michael Bay directed
I
it,
was
it would
just
just be
thinking
explosions, the American flag, and lots of advertisement.
I was thinking
But-
they press the button for the lightsaber and there's just an explosion and then the beam
There's
appears.
glitter that comes
Yeah.
out, and then a lightsaber, which is just pink and looks wrong. And
If
But Mace
Michael-
Windu had a pink lightsaber.
it was
It
purple.
was purple.
It looked pink.
It was purple.
In some scenes it looked purple, and in other scenes it looked pink.
Depended upon the background, yes.
No, I have no wrong.
Well, it doesn't really matter because it was the third of the prequel, so it shouldn't
It's
count.
not a real movie.
I did like Mace Windu though. He was a good character.
Well,
And like General Grievous was pretty cool.
I like General Grievous.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the art design and everything I don't have a problem with, but the plot was terrible.
Yeah, I mean, Grievous was like,
He was pretty boss.
yeah, in the...
Like a balls.
In some of the Star Wars game, one of them, when you had to fight him, I always liked the move which he did when he pulled out all 4 of his lightsabers and he knocks you back. That was just like
And when he
awesome.
just puts them at his side and just spins round.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
That's just funny. It's like a
Yeah.
merry-go-round gone wrong.
He essentially is a merry-go-round gone wrong.
A sentient merry-go-round with a death wish.
And
General
4
Grievous.
killing weapons. Oh,
No, that's just a normal
4 close
merry-go-round.
range.
That's just an all merry-go-round.
Good point.
God, they're terrifying.
We
things.
apologise for the crunching. This is due to a cat beyond our control. As most cats are.
That sounds like a space film. Cat
Cats
beyond
beyond
our control. Dun 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 dun. The cats have got out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Space game. Portal doesn't count.
No.
But I'm just thinking of the moon bit at the end.
Oh, yeah.
What about space-themed book?
Book? Space book.
Space book.
Uh,
There's one very obvious answer here.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yep, hands
Yep.
down, yes. Restaurant at the End of the Universe and all that shizzle whizzle.
Restaurant at the End of the Universe is, I think, the funniest one.
Yeah.
What's a book?
It's like
this-
a phone, but bigger and
It's the
less
acoustic
features.
version of a tablet.
Acoustic Kindle.
Acoustic Kindle. It's an acoustic Kindle.
That's a book, Daniel. They're
Oh,
great.
okay, I understand now.
Yeah.
I just like it when Melvin tells the oxygen supply line to commit suicide.
I thought that was the first one.
Is that the first one? I thought that was Restaurant at the End of the...
I don't know. Because, like,
Either way, Melvin's the best character.
Melvin.
I completely forgot his name.
Marvin.
Marvin!
I like the first times that I just ignore it. It's probably mispronounced.
I was close.
I know.
But I haven't read or seen anything to do with it in ages.
I know, but Marvin.
Marvin.
And the film wasn't terrible.
Could have been better.
They
Could
sort
have been
of
worse.
they mixed up too much into one film, as is the case of many things.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Michael Bay movie.
I don't like Michael Bay movies.
No, you
I
don't.
kind of like the space one he did though.
Which one was the space one?
It's Total Impact or the one where
Deep Impact?
yeah maybe. Well, is it his one where they send miners onto an asteroid and Bruce Willis is there and
Of course Bruce Willis is there.
Bruce Willis. I like Bruce Willis.
I don't.
What? Why? He's aerodynamic.
Is that the right word?
He's bald.
What's your favourite spacey TV show? I think...
Lost in Space!
Firefly.
Hang on,
Deep
wait,
breath.
it was just... I was just
Star
about
Trek.
to... Futurama.
Oh,
Oh, Futurama is actually quite
I've never
good.
actually watched it.
It's
so-
really
Get out.
clever.
Just get out.
Oh.
Because
Sorry
it's-
guys, this podcast is ending early. It's-
James hasn't seen Futurama. We're going to nail his hands to a channel changer and make him watch.
Well, it's written
Nail
by
his
Matt
hands to a
Groening.
channel changer.
Yeah.
You mean a TV control?
That is
No, it's a
channel
clicker.
changer.
It's a squeaker.
These different family names for
Yeah,
a channel changer.
Yeah, TV.
What do you do with your channel changer, Daniel? Do you change channels with it?
No, I use it to control the TV.
The on/channel/volume changer.
No, I use it to remotely control the TV.
I use it to control canals.
Oh,
Channel changer.
no, I'm done. I'm done.
Okay, I'll give in to remote,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Hang on. I officially have an app on my phone which
That's
allows
nice.
me to control my TV. If I
From here? Wow, you're miles away from your house in Swindon.
yeah.
Swindon.
I was trying to think of a fancy place. And
Okay,
my mind was just
Swindon
like,
is a fancy
my mind was
place.
just like, James, what about Swindon? And then it erased every other name.
Swindon is about as fancy as Hull.
I was getting to Florida, and my mind was like, what about Sweden?
Sweden?
Yeah.
But you said Swindon.
I know.
Why Swindon?
I don't know.
What's so great about Swindon?
I don't think there is anything great about Swindon. Oh, that's mean. That one subscriber
shots
from Swindon is just like, nope.
I'm sorry.
Oh
I
no,
don't know.
Swindon's got one good thing, but that's only by accident.
Lots of potential subscribers.
No.
Oh.
No, not anymore.
Thursday next is set in Sweden. Swindon.
It's easy.
Swindon. Damn it.
Switzerland. Swaziland.
Swaziland.
Um,
Don't continue that one.
Swastika.
No, that's not what I was going to say.
What were you going to say?
Damn it! Desperately trying to think of something on the fly. Swas. It's that bread type. You know the type of bread? Swas bread?
No.
Well, you're obviously not
Can we
cultured
stop
enough.
talking about food in the space? Well, I know we talked about space in the food one, but it
Well,
doesn't.
space, food space. How much space do you have for food? I have a stomach's volume worth.
So, guys, who do you think is the best villain?
In what?
No! Who's the best space villain? Jupiter. Yep, agreed.
Okay. Yeah.
What?
No, best space book. Also, Jules Verne's stuff, pretty good. Where he goes to the moon. To the moon? Is that what it's called? I haven't actually read it, to be fair.
Oh, Life on Mars is a good program.
Is there life on
Mars?
That wasn't really about space, though.
No, not really.
No, but it
That
was
was a
set in
70s
space.
British cop drama. But still.
It had space mentioned in
Ashes
it.
Thrashers are great as well.
I'm just going to
haven't seen
insert a
Ashes
huge
Thrashers.
chunk
Pretty
of
good.
edumacation here. If you don't like
Education.
edumacation on space stuff, you might want to skip the next minute or two. Okay, right. I was
There
watching.
won't be an annotation, don't
there
worry.
won't, so you'll have to do it yourself.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
lazy
yeah,
bastards.
lazy. Yeah. Why were you looking for an annotation? Why? But yeah,
Yeah.
recently I've been watching a TV program called Strip the Cosmos. It's not what you think, right? It's not about
It's a strip
that.
club.
So it's not about the cosmos.
Correct. It's about a stripper called Cosmos.
Oh.
Yeah. No, it's legit about the cosmos, right? And the first episode was talking about suns and stuff and how
Stars.
they function. That
I'm
one.
a son.
I have a son as well.
I used to be a sun. Then
What
I took an
happened?
arrow to the. Oh, you
Oh,
don't know.
no.
I thought you were... I was wondering why you were speaking with a Mexican accent. It's like, do Mexican people not have sons?
Did you not
Correct.
play Skyrim? You know. Used to be an adventure like you. I took an arrow to it.
Yeah, and the second one was about black holes, and at the centre of our solar system is a black hole.
Yes.
And that
Yes.
is believed to what has been
Solar
given-
system.
Yeah.
Yes.
So not
Solar system.
Solar system.
galaxy. That's the one.
That big thing that lights up our days. The black hole of our solar system. We call
It's
sun.
amazing we're still going, really.
The amount of light emitted from that black hole.
I mean, we should have been absorbed into that thing.
Crazy how we
yonks
orbit
ago.
it. Yeah, you were saying?
At the centre of the universe or the galaxy.
Galaxy.
Those are the two appropriate answers.
At the centre
Yeah.
of our galaxy is a solar system. No, is a black hole, and that is what is believed to have started the solar system. Well, the solar system and the rest of the galaxy, which is pretty awesome. And in
Is there anyone to guard it?
me,
Oh, that's good.
yeah,
Guardian
Of the galaxy.
Yeah, obviously. And in a few billion years, I believe, there is another galaxy which is going...
Andromeda.
Andromeda!
We already know this.
And it is
Yeah, but our viewers might not.
Yeah.
Hello, viewer.
And
We assume you're stupid.
Sorry! When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me.
And the viewer.
So yeah, we apologise for saying 2 minutes. Just give me a few more minutes. So yeah, the two black holes are going to emerge, and it's going to be awesome because they're going to start circling around each other before one eats the other, which will be...
Oh, and apparently we'll be just far away enough to see the pretty colours but not be affected.
Yeah, it'll be awesome.
I think we'll personally be dead, though.
We'll personally be dead, but I reckon...
You guys will.
No, there's a game, isn't there, that lets you simulate that. I can't remember what it is. It's got space in the name, and I own it.
That's very specific.
Space Simulator.
No, it's like a proper
It's
Universe
like Goat
Sandbox.
Simulator.
It hasn't got space in the name. Universe Sandbox. It's a really good game. Highly recommend if you enjoy space.
Yeah.
It lets you make a football the size of the Earth and see what happens.
What about Kerbal Space Program? That's a nice... I shouldn't have done that.
I love Kerbal
that.
Space Program.
Don't mention the game.
Don't mention Kerbal Space.
I always fail on Kerbal Space
So do
Program.
I, but that's why I love it. There's
I
nothing
have
quite like...
never once gone to the moon.
No, I've...
Never.
Most recent mission, I got to the moon. All that's left is the capsule because everything else exploded on impact, and I have to send a rescue mission that hopefully won't fail as badly as that
It
one.
will.
It will. And then I'll send a rescue mission to save the rescue mission and the original mission, and then I'll yeah.
I think the funniest is when you lose all the Kerbals in space.
I'll be honest. This was the first game I got on my laptop when I first got a laptop. And the only reason, pretty much, was that you got the little views of the Kerbals in the corner. And I just found that really funny. Because it was just like, let's take off, and they all start screaming. I'm just like, oh, you guys.
I may or may not have downloaded a legal version, right?
A legal version. This isn't being edited out, Daniel. A legal version.
Yeah.
He downloaded a legitimate version.
That one, yeah. And I started playing, and I sent up this was on my laptop, which was incredibly slow, and I sent one up, and it ran out of fuel in space while in orbit. So I didn't know the controls, so I sent the Kerbal outside, and he flew away, and then it got buggy, and I closed it and deleted everything.
Wow. You truly got the best experience possible from that entire game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't as if I tried to, place like 60 of the jumbo fueled rockets all together and strap them together and send them up. No, nothing like that. That was hilarious, I tell ya. So many it was like a Michael Bay movie.
I don't know why, but I just had a weird flashbulb memory.
Yeah.
And do you remember Aaron's name for one of his ships?
No, I don't actually.
Daniel, do you remember the name of this particular ship?
I really can't remember it, Michael.
Did it begin with a the?
Yes, it did.
Yeah,
Was the next letter a P?
I don't
No,
think...
it was an R.
Oh God! I can partially remember it.
Should we tell our viewers?
Go ahead.
Is it
Go. Be like, you say it on air.
The
the rampant anal bacon fister?
Yeah, I think that
Sorry,
was it.
what was that, Michael? What was that you wanted to say to our podcast which isn't being edited
The
out?
rampant anal bacon fister.
Me and Aaron have a close friendship.
That's one way to say it.
Oh, man.
Close in more than one way. As titled
Physical and emotional.
Well. Yeah, great times. Kerbal Space Program, best space game. Until Star Citizen comes out. Though Elite Dangerous is pretty good as well. No, neither of you?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, I blanked out for the past few minutes.
Star Citizen, though. That's one of the very, very, very few games I've ever pre-ordered. And it's really good. And I haven't played it. So, because it doesn't run on my laptop. It's that good that it doesn't run. And I can't make it run. So...
You can strap on some legs and shove it.
You know how to use that.
Space.
Is that what we're just saying every time we have an awkward
That's
silence?
like an
Just
intermission. They're gonna think I did edit this, and that was the intermission name. Space.
Space.
Space. Would you go to space?
No.
Yes.
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 No.
Yes.
So that
No.
when I come back, I'll be like that astronaut who he was in a news interview and he had a pencil and he tried to leave it in the air. And when it dropped, he looked upwards.
It's the best clip. Go find it on the
is.
interwebs. Like,
No, you could not pay me enough money to get me into space.
to go into zero gravity.
I am terrified of falling.
That would be awesome because I'd be
You
at
don't
one.
fall
I
in
am
zero
terrified
G.
of space.
It would be awesome because I'd be like, "Hey, bacon, look out!" and then spit towards you and
Oh.
just watch it slowly. And then there's you who isn't anywhere near a wall to push off, and you're just like, "Ah!"
And no, throw a pencil away in the reaction. No.
No,
Screw you, gravity.
no, you try and blow it
Screw
back.
you, gravity.
What a reference. No, I would love to go to space.
I'd hate it.
As long as you could assure me it wouldn't blow up.
Yeah.
No, I'd still hate it.
Why?
Because I need solid ground. I
No,
don't
you
feel
don't.
safe without solid ground.
Don't worry. The pilot has had many 100 hours training on Kerbal Space Program.
Oh good god, we're dead. We're dead.
We're dead.
In
hasn't
a
yet managed-
16-year mission with no food.
He hasn't yet managed a successful launch. However,
Or landing.
Or landing.
Are you
Pretty
talking
good
about
at-
NASA?
Pretty good at pointing it. Oh, come on now,
Shots
NASA.
fired.
NASA's pretty
No, are we
great.
talking about the European space?
That's a bit fairer.
You know, the shed in the middle of, where was it?
The M11.
Off the M11.
It's just a shed.
The shed with a few people
Guys,
sitting
look at
there.
the fillet probe. Yeah, we can't. It's in the darkness.
We don't have enough money for a torch.
Yeah. Oh, poor European Space Agency. We do love them.
I think it's funny though because they were like,
What about the excess fuel that they had?
Oh yeah, it's just ages ago. They're like doing a practice
Was
mission
it-
or something of a satellite around Earth, and they had like 2 years of extra fuel or something.
It's still going.
So how do you overplan that? It was an experimental engine, but even so,
Yeah.
2 years, guys.
Well, it's going to be coming down soon anyway.
maybe.
when it crashes and runs out of fuel. Yeah.
We just send out a guy in like a little coffee truck to go and get it. On your way, do you mind?
in a fishing net.
It's just a guy in a boat in the Atlantic with a fishing net, just ready. I will catch this.
Then, their calculations, he's actually 200 miles east of where it's supposed to land.
And it lands on the moon, and we're just like, oh.
I'm sorry, is this a satellite or a Ryanair flight?
Ooh. No Malaysian airline.
Yeah, I think that was the reference you were trying to make, but it's horrifically wrong.
I was going for the Ryanair because they never leave you
Ryanair.
where you want.
Okay, so
Yeah.
me and Michael made it worse by referencing current events.
Yes,
Oh.
you did. Well, not so.
Let's
current.
talk more about Ryanair.
No, let's talk about space.
The vomit comet. We'll
what
we'll mix
comet?
the two. The vomit comet. It's a special plane which astronauts
Yes,
go up in
I
and they
would love
get
to
to
go on that.
feel 0 G.
Would you all go on that?
and double
No.
G.
Really?
No.
Really?
You don't even go
No.
to space?
No.
Not even for like 5 minutes.
No.
Not even just for the 0 G experience?
No.
Don't you want
I
that
don't
0
want
G?
the 0 G
No, you really
experience.
do because
There is nothing I want more than 0 G.
There are loads of things I want more than 0 G.
Not even world peace. You couldn't tempt me with that shit.
No,
I'm
you
going
couldn't.
straight for
Yeah.
0 G.
I can think of 100 things I'd want more than 0 G.
just 100.
Well, no, more like 1,000 things.
That's quite a lot of things.
I got bored a couple of days ago.
Well, that sums you up, doesn't
And
it?
so I said to, I think it might have been Dylan, if the universe was in a shop, do you think on the side it would have contains atomonium, arsenic, aluminum, selenium, and hydrogen, and oxygen, and nitrogen, and radium? And
Yes.
no.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a very bad joke.
Maybe.
Yeah,
What,
it
if it
was.
turns out to be true, then we're all going to be upset.
And tiny in a huge people world. Because, you know, our universe is in a jar on the shop for them.
Yeah.
So they can just
An
go,
ever-expanding jar.
I'll have a Milky Way, yeah.
If I had an ever-expanding jar, I would put peanut butter in it.
Wait.
I wouldn't.
So they'd go into.
I'd finally have somewhere to hide the bodies.
No comment.
It's ever expanding.
Space!
Although that's my favourite thing about space. Like the fact that everything is moving away from itself at the same time, and more space has to be created to accommodate these things that are moving. And I think that's just wonderful.
No, space is already infinite.
Well, space is already infinite, but then how do we know if it's infinite if it's constantly expanding?
It's like you've got an infinite-sized piece of A4 paper,
But you've
and you're
cut
just zooming
A4
out.
paper.
Yeah.
That of all the paper sizes you could have said, you went for
fine.
A4.
A3 paper.
Whoa. You just
How about
doubled the size
A0
of the
paper?
universe.
I did.
Crazy.
A0 paper.
Whoa, you just
Simply because we're just zooming out.
tripled the
No.
quadrupled?
To the 8.
To the 8 of the universe.
Times my 8.
A0 paper is massive.
Thank you.
It's like well big.
It is like well big.
Though
I don't even know how big it is. I just know it's big.
I can imagine its size because I have an A2 sketchbook. So the double page is at A1. So it'd be like 2 sketchbooks laid next to each other.
Yeah.
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 Science.
It's
Yeah, science,
fiction.
The
Space.
Yeah, I think space is good, and we need to explore space more. Look at India; they're sending a thing to Mars that costs less than the film Gravity.
Everything costs less than the film Gravity.
Not
Everything is
everything.
better than the film Gravity.
Why are you so much
The
hating?
deficit could be
I understand why you're
repaid.
hating, Michael, because you don't like the film because you don't like space, and you want to go to space. But Daniel, I
It
don't
was
understand.
terrible.
I get really bad vertigo from watching it.
I'm pretty sure if you pass the psychological exams to go up into space, then surely you wouldn't freak out as much as she did.
It's a fictional film.
That's the point.
It's about character development,
it's-
and at the end of the film, she isn't freaking out because she's overcome her problems.
But she's,
Yeah, her father was a drinker and her mum never loved her.
No, her child died.
I can relate to that.
Oh, that's a shame.
Lol.
The last time,
That's lots of love.
the last time my dad played with me was when I was still in his balls.
Seriously, guys, we're not editing this one.
I know.
I really want to edit this one.
Welcome to the R-rated podcast.
Dun dun dun. We shouldn't talk about space ever again.
No, we
it brings
shouldn't.
out the worst in Daniel.
It does.
Oh, there's some interesting stuff that happened in space lately.
What the hell, Michael? Why have you grown a moustache in the past 5 minutes?
Because I wanted to.
Very
It's more
sort
like
of
30
French
seconds,
chef
yeah.
moustache.
Got
More
a
of a
problem.
Wario moustache, to be
I'm gonna
honest.
have to add that to.
Got
Yeah.
a problem.
And your, slight facial hair.
Oh no, let's go.
Add the mustache.
I mean, if you
mustache.
turn the quality of the video up to 480p, you might be able to.
480.
See.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Crazy.
a massive.
Wow.
Down there,
Ooh.
son. Whoa.
Yeah, because it doesn't publish in 720, I don't believe.
All the videos are in 1080p.
I can't view them in 1080p.
Well, you suck. I can view them in 1080p.
You don't need to
That's
view
because
them in
you're the
1080p.
No, YouTube is the host.
You're not the host.
If I was the host, these would be going up on iTunes. The wonder of not knowing how to use computers well.
We're probably gonna end up getting sponsored by Cineworld or something just for constantly making movie
The
references.
Tangent Podcast,
Oh.
sponsored by Michael Bay.
And Blockbusters.
No, I refuse to be sponsored by Michael Bay.
I wouldn't. Money's money.
Money's money and explosions are...
That sums up Michael Bay quite well. Money is money.
and
It really does.
Money is money and explosions are awesome.
I'm money.
Can you imagine the intro of this podcast? Explosions!
Awesome!
Cool.
Check out all our money! Yeah.
Would be cool guys not looking at explosions.
Yeah.
I was going to say something interesting that happened in space.
That's good. Anyway, what are you saying, Daniel?
Yes.
Please, say your interesting thing that happened in space.
The Geminid comets. I mean, you two didn't actually see them, but I did. and it looked like a sky full of shooting stars, and it was wonderful.
I feel like I missed out. Was this recently?
This was recent. It happened 3 weeks ago.
Ah.
And I stayed up until 2 in the morning watching these, and it was just so cool.
2 in the morning isn't bad. I've been up till like 3
No,
or 4.
I was outside at 2 in the morning.
To be fair, I do normally go to bed at 10 o'clock. Like, I honestly don't understand how you people seem to survive on 2 hours sleep a day.
I used to go to sleep till about 10 o'clock. Then I took, I got a new game, and I've probably played it more hours than I've slept this week.
I don't understand how that's possible. I would be a physical wreck,
I haven't gone
hallucinating
to
and
bed
killing
at-
people.
That's why I've had 10 energy drinks. None today or yesterday, but so that means 10 on Sunday, Monday, and I'll count
10
Sunday.
energy
because-
drinks over 3 days.
Yeah.
Oh, that be cray.
Totes McRoy.
Our well-known physics teacher, Totes McRoy.
It's like some cray-cray.
I thought you were going to talk about the well-known history teacher, but I will not say his actual name.
Mr. McRoy.
He's totes cray-cray.
He's Totes
He is.
McRoy.
His lessons are well cray.
I didn't know, I never had him.
Oh,
Nor have I.
I have them all the time.
And now my opportunity has been gone forever.
But you don't...
I don't take history, what?
No.
Dun 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 dun.
Dun, dun,
And
dun.
on that cliffhanger. Dun 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 dun.
What cliffhanger?
I don't know. But I feel like the episode is wrapping itself up. We've talked a bit about space.
Probably a bit about porn and food and stuff.
I could have said loads of interesting stuff about space, but I would have been going into the physics side of things.
Yeah, like from a physics side,
There's
which
a lot
we
to
all
talk about.
take or have taken. Do you
Yeah.
still do physics?
No.
Okay. But
Screw you!
I have the physics textbook that I haven't returned.
yeah,
Has anyone noticed that I still have the textbook?
Probably
he hasn't
not.
said anything.
I'll tell him tomorrow.
I'm going to keep the textbook.
Michael, did you put your name in the goblet? Did you take the textbook home?
Yes. It's in my bedroom now. It's just lying on the floor.
Like, okay, this will be the first podcast said. I unfortunately wasn't kept on my job at Sainsbury's, which sucks.
Oh.
The cat literally just let out like a little cry.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I still have the uniform, and I haven't worked there for like 2 weeks
You
now.
just put it on and walk into a Sainsbury's. See
Yeah,
what
that's
happens.
what I said to
Like
my
a
mum.
leaf in a
I
forest.
said to my mum, "What do you think would happen if I put the uniform on and went into work still?" Then, and she said, "What they'd probably do is say, Daniel, you don't work here anymore." And
Yes,
then the
I
next
do
day,
work
if you
here.
go in, they'll say, "Daniel, you don't work here anymore," and go and get the people from the pharmacy to give me
Oh.
something to help me.
There was that guy though, wasn't there, who like worked in a car park for like 20 years or something, but he was never officially employed. Like he just dressed like a car park attendant and took money for everyone for this free car park. And he just, it's like £2 a time, but he just built it up over
Yeah.
time. And no one knew who he was. And like eventually he found out because the council never hired him. And people were asking like, why'd he go? Where's he gone? Where's he gone? I can't pay this guy.
There was also someone in the 1990s that went off on sick leave and never returned, and only recently became unemployed by said company.
Only recently.
Yeah, because they
He's
sent
probably
off
just ill.
they sent off a court case in like 97.
I was going to say 1980. I was like,
Yeah.
hang on.
Well, maybe if it
in-
was an extended leave of absence for personal health, he could have just died.
No, but he
Yeah, but even if he died, you'd still rule him out of the books.
he didn't
surely.
die, but I don't think he turned up for that court date. He's just constantly been ignoring everything from that company.
Or maybe he's dead.
No, he's not. He's still alive, but he literally only recently lost his job there.
Still alive.
So was he getting the paychecks and everything?
Yeah,
This was
Oh
a
my-
I
triumph,
think.
Was this in America?
making a
I think so.
huge success.
It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Is this going to be the outro music?
No, because it's probably copyrighted.
Aperture science.
Tangent and
Why?
science.
We do what we must because
we
we
podcast.
can.
For the good of all of the viewers.
Except the ones who are dead.
But there's no use crying over every mistake. We just keep on trying till we run out of
topics.
Some science gets done and you make a neat gun for the people who listen to a podcast. And are still alive. Still alive.
Yeah.
Like that guy in that song. No, not the song, the story.
In the movie.
Well done!
Wilson! Remember Tom Hanks' Castaway?
No, I've never seen it.
Wilson! That's the closest I've ever been to crying at a film.
Yeah.
My God, that was
I
sad.
have never seen it. But I don't like Tom Hanks.
Whoa!
Well, I think we've run out of things to say. So
obviously that
yeah.
doesn't need discussion.
This
wow.
this has been this has been the Tangent Podcast.
Today's theme was space.
Apparently.
Some of the time. Just like
We
real
didn't even
space.
introduce ourselves.
We didn't, no.
Hello, I'm James. You happy? Cool. These guys have been Captain Kirk and Spock.
Yeah.
Congrats.
I am
Wait, no,
Spock.
Daniel is actually a blue shirt today. I am
I am.
a blue shirt also, and Michael,
It's grey.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
That means I am part of the unspecified Union of Republic Armed Forces.
You're the bad guy.
I am not.
They
Do you
always
want
dress in
my
black.
I resent that.
Do you want my
They
red
dress in
titty?
black in the bad film. Bad film, good film. What?
What?
The bad guys dress in black in the films.
But I'm wearing grey.
And, oh,
I'm
But
gonna
actually,
guess
it's a
this part-
Hogwarts crest.
I'm guessing this part isn't going to be cut out.
nope.
Nope. Ah.
Because we value your time
We
as
do.
listeners.
Thank you. Click the button on the click the video on the left to see last week's podcast of food. Click the video on the right to see our most recent gaming video.
And
which
click on
will
the
be-
medal for nothing.
Yay!
The gaming video will be the final episode of Go for Broke.
Yeah.
Yay!
No, it won't. It'll
No.
be the second episode.
Yeah.
Because that next one comes out on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So tune in on Wednesday for that.
If you're
Just like
enjoying
open it in a tab and
Yeah.
listen to the audio and see how. No, the final one where you find out who wins
Yeah.
Well, we know who wins.
out of
we
you
do.
two. Like
Both
I
of us.
already won by episode
Oh,
2, so
yeah.
soz guys.
Yeah.
Lol.
That's because you don't know how to play to entertain.
I honestly.
Don't Michael, I'm playing to win.
Anyway, thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Bye. Do you want to say anything?
No, not really.
Oh.
But we're saying goodbye to our listeners.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Alright, bye.
Bye.